Hello, this is Tijuana, the Narc Buster, an all around natural beauty and living my best life coach, and among other things. Today is August 10th, 2021, and I have been kind of torn between coming out with this video. A few months back, I had dedicated my channel to helping people victims of narcissistic personality disorder, people that have suffered from narcissistic abuse. And then I kind of shied away from it because I felt like I didn't want to, encourage any uh, negative energy I just didn't want to deal with those narcs. And part of me felt like I should continue to bring awareness to it because it was helping some people, but you just get tired of helping. At least I know that's how I was feeling. Like I was just, it wasn't happening to me at that time. So I didn't feel, I was, people need to figure it out for themselves. However, recently, last week, actually, I had a 4-day entanglement with a narcissist. And I want to talk about it. And I want to share some things just to let you know that, your healing and your vigilance has to always be up, and you always have to be aware because, like I said before, you can't stop the narcissist. And these people are here. You just have to learn how to spot the red flags and to avoid getting entangled with them. um, and just even me, after three going on 4 years of healing and studying and really being aware of this personality disorder, I was still almost scooped up in there. And even the 4 days of lost time and energy was very draining. And I did have to I was affected by it. So all that to say is that we're never immune to it, but you can develop a resistance. So I felt like I have, put up a resistance, and I just want to share my testimony in hopes that could still help somebody because I really thought that I was good and able to spot it out and stuff, and that I wouldn't be be fooled by them again. But a lot of times, that's how you learn anyway, too. But anyway, okay, let me just go back and say from the beginning. All right. So, like I said, narcissists, social media is actually like a playground for them. They do a lot of, hunting. That's their hunting ground. They're on there, and it gives them an advantage because they have an opportunity to kind of, um, not evaluate you, and they could form an opinion. And also they're analyzing you basically. And social media is a big thing. A lot of us are on social media for different reasons, like I'm I do Facebook, and I'm on the YouTube here. But Facebook, I post a lot of stuff on there. Like I have a personal site there, then I have my business page on there. All that to say is that I I do social media. And like I said, I did a lot of recovery with the narcissist and stuff. And so I always thought that they not gonna get me. But okay, so anyway, long story short, I get a lot of friend requests and from a lot of narcs that try to come up with the hey baby, hey beautiful, and all that stuff. So this one particular day last week, I see and eye-catching narcissist, very attractive, to me anyway, sends a friend request. And I did accept the initial friend request, but I had no intentions of really doing anything because I try to stay focused on my business and my personal, me, all about me, self, getting healthy. I'm on a weight loss journey or fitness journey. I'm doing these things. I'm building my business. So I'm not looking for a relationship, and really, I'm not. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. So when I get all these inboxes and all that stuff from the on my Facebook, I just usually ignore it because I know that 98% of those are just narcs trying to looking for attention. Let me turn off this here. Looking for attention. So, however, sometimes I get a little bored and I'll, kind of entertain a few little, words or whatever like that. So, this narc is on here just narking and tell me how beautiful I am and I'm just the love of his life. And things is happening super fast. I'm kind of embarrassed to even say that I was kind of falling for it, right? So, anyway, so like the first 36 hours was great. It was all this texting and stuff. And I saw the red flags in there. The first red flag that I had noticed that in our initial conversation on the little messenger, he stated that he was new to Facebook. So I went to the profile and I scrolled all the way down. It was pretty, brief, like it was like it was just put together. But I scrolled down a little further and I saw that there were some posts from 2019. But because he was saying such great things on the messenger, I kind of, I just let it go. But I did acknowledge that there was a red flag. So we he convinces me to move our conversation to WhatsApp in a more private setting, right? So anyway, a long story short, come to find out, like none of the stuff matched. So I'm telling myself to like do a background check. So I'm telling y'all to do this too. Like if somebody is coming at you and they're just with the whole love bombing thing, like my subconscious is pointing out to things like, oh, he's love bombing, But my I don't know why I was even listening to this stuff. But anyway, after 36 hours when I first was able to discuss, try to get out of it, but he kept trying to confuse me and with the double talk. And then before I knew it, I had forgiven him. And we never met physically, and because he's in another state or whatever. But we did have a 36-hour romance, and there was texting and and other things, all that stuff. I was I went for it, right? So anyway, come to find out they were all lies because I tried to do a background check and the name was fake, and so I confront him with the information. He still denies it and tries to convince me that I should believe what he says and not what I see. And typical narc moves too, right? Like how the whole magical thinking. It was it was pretty comical, but it actually happened. I do have some things I'm still embarrassed to admit that I kind of got suckered off into it. And anyway, so it went 4 days, and the I love you was mentioned, and I actually even said it back, and all this to say too, like if you do fall for it, don't beat yourself up. Just make sure that you are yeah, telling people too, so your friends and family could point out, so you don't get swept off too far. Anyway, I did lose 4 days of my life out of this whole situation, but he like even sent fake IDs, and it was I don't know. I'm gonna just I'm feeling kind of ready to kind of cut this off because I'm super embarrassed. So hopefully I can get some support with some people in the chat. And I just want to say how anyway, the narcs are always out there and we should be aware. And the best thing to do is to keep talking about it. Like I ignored the red flags, and then when I spotted it and mentioned it, he went through all of the behavior. So those were other, indicators to me that I was making the right decision because he he was doing all the narc tricks, like look over here, and then was trying to do the little switcheroo fool me type of stuff on there. And I'm just grateful that I didn't really lose too much time, but it was very it was still draining because after I blocked him, he used he used another number and then pretended to be a different person speaking on his behalf. Like a friend was supposedly calling me to tell me that I should give him another chance, that he really loves me, and that he's been just devastated since I cut him off, and he's drinking himself to hurt himself, and just all kinds of nonsense. So again, be careful, because these narcs will try to guilt you into sticking around, and that's dangerous behavior. I'm kind of chuckling at it because I'm embarrassed, but that's a dangerous person, like, you know what I mean, that will try to, the person like that will be the one that will threaten suicide or something to get you to stay, and for this person to do all of that after, 4 days, you know but anyway, so all that to say is that the narcs are still out there, and that you know you always have to be aware of it, because it's easy for them to pull you back off into it. So I was hoping that some people would be on here chatting and we could kind of talk about it, and I guess I need to talk more about it too, because um me not talking about it almost led to me and I'm laughing at me, because I thought I was, past that, and to see that you never are. You still have to be aware, because that's just what they do. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now, and I'm going to, come back, and I'm going to change the title of my channel to just be, I am Tijuana, because I still need to talk about the narcissist. I still need to talk about my weight loss. Or I still need to talk about a lot of different things. And like I've said before in a prior video, I am not I'm not a niche. I'm just me. So anyway, please like and subscribe. And I'm hopefully this stream came out pretty good. It looks maybe a little choppy, but love y'all and stay strong.